And so as Melissa moves on, Bermuda is going to be next. Could be caught in the crosshairs. In fact, St. George's Parish, the most eastern of the 9 parishes that we have in Bermuda, preparing for those impacts. The territory expecting some of the worst conditions, perhaps by tomorrow night.
And let's go ahead and take it to the other end of Bermuda. We have Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel joining us live from Southampton Parish, Bermuda. Bermuda, again, finding itself in the path and the potential path of another hurricane, Mike. But this morning, it's back to preparing for what could be some impact by the time we get into tomorrow.
Yes, and the good thing about this, it's going to continue to weaken. In fact, it's weakening, and it has been since yesterday, once it went through the mountains of Jamaica, faster than forecast. So that's a good sign. It's weaker now than it's forecast to be this afternoon. So we'll get the adjustments to the new track and, of course, the new intensity forecast, which is very tough. You know, the Hurricane Center and NHC, those guys and gals, they've made improvements in the track, big improvements over the years, but the intensity forecast is still, well, nowhere near perfect, but we got a good one this time. They forecasted a big one, and it was a Cat 5 at landfall. Now we're expecting it to blow by in that direction, off the coast here. We're on almost the far eastern, western side of Bermuda. So we came out here to catch the wind and some wave action, and it's going to be tomorrow night when it blows by. So it goes by us, and I calculated the speed at which it moves between 8 p.m. tomorrow night and 2 a.m. Eastern on Friday morning, and that's 45.5 miles an hour. So it's going to be racing like it's late for a date. I mean, just moving on through. So whatever we get, it's going to be a quick hitter, wind and rain. As far as preps right now, nothing noticeable. Notice the topography here with the cliffs all over Bermuda. So surge is not an issue, and it hasn't been so far this year. Now, there will have some big waves. We've got the reefs around Bermuda, which keep most of the bigger waves away from the coast, and there will be some rain. Now, they had earlier in the season in August, Aaron. We remember Aaron. I was at the Outer Banks for 5 days. Huge waves, 16-footers. That moved between Bermuda and North Carolina, so they had a tropical storm warning, and they had some wind and rain, but no major impacts. The other one, Umberto, steered Imelda, and then Imelda came up through here back on the first couple of days of October, and with that, the winds gusted out on the far western point at the museum to 99 miles an hour, and they had a sustained wind just over hurricane force in the mid to upper 70s. So there was some wind there. Airport winds gusted about 55 to 60 miles an hour. There were several hundred power outages and tree damage, as you would expect with winds of 60 to 70 miles an hour. And I can't imagine it being any worse than that tomorrow night. Once again, this is going to be flying by here. We'll be here on Fox Weather to show you what's going to happen. And again, tomorrow night, 6 to midnight and then 2 to 3 in the morning. And we've got a golf tournament here, the couples golf tournament. They're all asking if they can tee off on Friday. Tee time, Marissa and Stephen, is at 8:30 a.m. And they have the option to move it back to 11:30. It's a shotgun start, and they're going to be fine. The wind, the pressure gradient is rapidly going to exit this area tomorrow night, and it will be back to some decent fall weather here on the island. Temperature right now is 78. Heat index is about 80. It's kind of muggy, but we have a decent southwest wind. Not so much here in this little cove, but the airport's been gusting 20 to 25 miles an hour. So that's how it stands. Watching and waiting. Today, no issues. It's all about later tomorrow night and the early hours of Friday morning here in Bermuda with Melissa.
It looks beautiful there, doesn't it?
Yeah,
the color of the water, it just looks so peaceful. But yeah, I think it is wild to think, though, that pretty much every system we've had that formed, especially all these hurricanes that we've had this season, have taken the turn in Bermuda's direction. So they've had a lot of practice in terms of getting everything they need in order, right? A lot of, what is that called? Like a dry run.
Yeah.
But a lot of dry runs and yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And okay, well, we appreciate the check-in. Yeah.
By the way, if you're interested, you can walk all the way out there at high tide and all the way out, well, you can't even see way out there, 6.5 feet deep. At low tide, it's even lower. I've seen pictures of people that are like a football field out there, and it's only up just above their waist. So what an ideal place to be with the kind of aquamarine waters. Water temperature now in the upper 70s, so it's come down a little bit, but being from the mid-Atlantic northeast area, 77, 78 degrees, I can deal with that.
Even,
I don't know about you,
even
Marissa,
during
but
high tide.
I was going to,
That's significant.
I thought it's high tide, Mike. You can walk out that far.
That far.
No, at high tide, if you go all the way out, it's up to about 6 feet.
Wow.
So,
Okay.
but at low tide, it's going to be about 3 to 3.5 feet. They have about a 3-foot range here at this latitude. So, yeah, it's deceiving, but I'm not going to do it.
Yeah.
But I could walk pretty far out there and it wouldn't get over my neck.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome.
Just a little topography, bathymetry discussion here on Fox Weather because we're all about bathymetry when we talk about hurricanes and tropical storms.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, at 6 feet, though, I'd be covered. I'd still do it, but I'd be covered. All right, Fox Weather Storm Specialist Mike Seidel in Southampton Parish awaiting the arrival of Melissa in some way. Thank you, Mike, for that.
Going to be a fast-moving storm now.
Thankfully, yes.
Vastly different than what we've seen in